the making of nationalism in Europe. What did liberals want? Liberty means what? Freedom. And what conservatives wanted? They wanted to conserve the old system and power. This fight of them in 19th century, that is in 1800, is the reason you have to learn this chapter. Here is the major difference, the major power sectors. A system of autocracy and the new middle class. So what do you find in autocracy? Cultural homogeneity means they belong to same group nobilities, they marry between their own ruling caste, ruling culture. So this was cultural homogeneity. On the contrary, middle class was mixture of people. Again, they had land and also they had wealth. They had a social dominance. They were a dominant class in Europe. Whether they are qualified or not, they are smart or not, they have business or not, but they got these privileges. Whereas the new middle class, they got the ideas of national unity, they had working in industry, they had industrial property, they were intellectuals, those who will use intelligence to work to get power and stuff like that. And yes, one more thing is their influence was emerging. So this new group, new powerful group, was against old powerful class. So these both were against each other. So this is a very major factor for the revolution in Europe. Now, the society, mid-18th century society. So as we discussed earlier, they were the aristocrats who were dominant landowners, and there was the other were peasantry, common people, plus there was this new middle class. New middle class is the major power that carried out this revolution. All these things we already discussed. They had industrialization, they were educated, they wanted national unity, and they also wanted end to the privileges. You must understand a few keywords.
Yes, sir.
Liberal nationalism. Politically it means freedom, equality, government by consent, government like voting rights and all, you can elect your government, and constitution. This is what the liberal nationalism means or their demands. Economically, the market, free market means not just like you go and buy things for free. No, you can do business freely over there. That's free market. Trade barriers were removed. This is my area. So that system that you cannot step in my area and you could not do business. Also, you have to pay a lot of money to the government to do the trading. So those trade barriers. So they wanted, liberal nationalists wanted to remove this thing. In this, Zolverin is an important factor. So as we discussed earlier, first France was ruled by a monarch, a king, and then revolution happened and power came into the revolutionaries' hand, and then Napoleon got the power who turned it back into an empire-like system. You know what? Other monarchs in Europe got ideas from this that we can use Napoleonic system for our own power. Conservatism means we want the old system, we want the old king. But they took some Napoleonic tactics done by Napoleon to make themselves powerful. That's why it was different after 1815 or after defeat of Napoleon.
Wow.
So what was this conservatism? These conservatives believed in monarchy, the old system of church and tradition, and then there was a Congress of Vienna. In that was Congress of Vienna means after the fall of Napoleon. What major thing happened in that? It restored old monarchy or old kings which were defeated by Napoleon. The old kings were given their power back. Created a conservative order, old order. Imposed censorship means you cannot speak against the government. So here is a graphic, you can observe different important things. There were some important figures like Giuseppe Mazzini.
Okay, Napoleon, you have been powerful, so what? I was not less extraordinary. You know what? I created young Europe And before that, I was so powerful, kind of notorious, that the rulers sent me out of Italy. But that didn't stop me. I formed Young Europe, and that also did not stop me. I formed Young Italy, and I spread my ideas of freedom, liberty, and everything else. So I'm the better one and the greatest one. Hey Mussolini, do you want to test the power of my army? Huh? No, no, I didn't mean that. For now, bye. I'm going. Bye. Hey, student, it was very interesting to meet you all. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Wow! Thank you, sir. By the way, friends, if you forget to subscribe Best Classes channel, then you can search on YouTube at bestclasses.pandeysir. Till the next time, Bharat Mata ki Jai and best of study. And don't forget the famous phrase of Pandey sir, push past your limits.